Joining us now is a former worker for the chair of the Senate Subcommittee on Terrorism in Washington, D.C., and current Hollins University political science professor, Dr. Ed Lynch. So, Dr. Lynch, you look at the president's response. A lot of people are saying that his response is too narrow, that he's saying we want to go in and prosecute, quote, those who are responsible. Others are saying this ism is just like this generation's version of communism, and we need to go after it big time. The United States needs to be a leader. What do you think?
Well, I think ISIS is a very determined, very strong, very resilient sort of enemy. And whether or not the United States goes to war with ISIS, ISIS is at war with the United States and with the West and indeed with most of the world. Someone is going to lead a global effort to do something about ISIS. It's not just going to be legal, and it's not just going to be military either. But some nation is going to lead that. It's basically either going to be the United States of America or it's going to be Russia.
Interesting. So more than a dozen U.S. governors are now threatening to block Syrian refugees from coming into their state. And of course, that's because, you know, one of the investigators believe one of the suspects in Friday's attack posed as a Syrian refugee. So really the question now becomes, how do state and local leaders balance that? And I mean, clearly they have the power to be able to block refugees from coming into their state.
They do, and the governors have the ability to inform their state workers that they should not be cooperative. I think what's going to come out of this is that the governors are going to compel the administration in Washington to come up with a far more credible plan for vetting and determining which are the vast majority innocent refugees who are only looking for a better life and which ones might be disguised as terrorists. And until the administration does that, there is going to be this kind of resistance and this kind of pushback across the country. But it will compel the administration to make it clear what it's going to be doing about it.
All right, Dr. Ed Lynch, thank you for your thoughts today. We appreciate
My pleasure.
that.
Thanks for asking me.